My whole life, I always knew I was special. Even with no remainders, I could always move a decimal. Money on my mind while the girls that made un beso. Hustlers in my blood and it's running through my vessels. Just trying to clear the threshold, just trying to make a way. In my race against time, I could see an early grave. School to prison pipeline, 12 years a slave. Suspension and detention is conditioned for a cage.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Tyson Fury brings in Big Pharma Miller for sparring after he sent Jarrell Big Baby Miller packing. So let's take a look at a tweet from Michael Benson, which says Tyson Fury has brought Jarrell Miller into training camp as a sparring partner to prepare for Dillian White on April 23rd. And look at Big Pharma Miller. There he is with the Gypsy King Tyson Fury.
With the G face on.
I'm gonna turn it over to Conspiracy G because his brethren, Jarrell Big Baby Miller is in it. What's your reaction to this, G?
I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? For one, I kind of feel like this. For one, it's disrespectful to my man Big Baby Anderson. You know what I'm saying? My man get injured and you replace him with the phony Big Baby. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? That's one. And two, this is Conspiracy G talking right now. Out of all people, why would you bring Big Pharma Miller to your camp unless boar meat situations is about to I don't like it, man. I don't like it. Out of all these heavyweights he could have grabbed, why he grabbed this guy? He's toxic to the heavyweight division. And it's like you're giving people reasons to say stuff. So I'm looking at Tyson Fury like, yo, you think that made sense? And not to mention, Dillian White and Big Baby Miller don't fight the same at all. There's no similarities. You know what I mean? Like, Miller was juiced up on all kind of drugs. He was just a punching bag in the ring, and he'll just tire you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dillian doesn't fight like that. So it's like, what are you doing in this training camp? I'm like, yeah, I guess to just give Tyson Fury some work. But I don't know, man. I don't really respect that work. You know what I mean? Because that work is dishonest. So I don't know, man. And I'm not trying to judge the man. Maybe now he's on a new path, a righteous path, and he's trying to stay clean. But him and Tyson Fury connecting, I'm getting nervous, man. Seems like a boar meat conspiracy that's about to happen 2.0. You know what I mean?
All right, $2 bill.
And they just traded the baby for the baby. So, I mean, look, I'm not. Look, he did his time. The boy did his time. You know.
Remember, he violated twice.
I know. And 3 times you're out.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
He get 3 strikes. He got the 3-strike law. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the second time was lift me up pills, man. Come on, man.
It was the turbo zane. We already established
my man alone, man. My man was trying to get his swerve on. He didn't know what was in those pills, man.
You know what I'm saying? On the turbo zane. But nah, I mean, the boy did his time. So I'm not gonna, even though we know he's a scumbag, but I mean, he did his time. One more time, and he's out of there for good, But he did his time, and he's all cleaned up. So Tyson Fury giving him a second go at this while the other baby heals up. We joke on here sometimes, you know what I'm saying? We got jokes, but at the end of the day, we always keep it real, like I say, I wasn't here, but I caught the episode when y'all was talking about David Benavidez. And we had times before that when we talked about other people. And, we will joke for a second, but then we got to wheel it back in and be like, but, a person is a such thing as redemption, and a person can change. And y'all know me, I definitely believe in second and third chances. Because I wouldn't be here with you.
Cocktail, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Hey, listen. I know what you're gonna say. Once you cheat, always a cheat, but a cheater can change.
Yo, nah,
Cheater can change.
type of cheat. Usually, if you're taking like one drug or whatever, I'm like, all right, it will forgive you. When you taking like 3, 4, 5, and you just put it all in your system.
Listen,
on, son.
AJ is a very intimidating guy. You see AJ, I gotta fight him. Give me everything you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I gotta fight that guy.
He left no drug unturned. You know what I'm saying?
For real. He's like, I gotta fight him. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Universe, hell no. Give me everything you got. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I think, hey, give him a second chance, third chance. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it because Big Pharma Miller, he do got some skills in there. He do got some different variety of punches that he do use in there.
I'm talking about. He literally Trill. I don't know if you heard yourself. He said, "Nah, come on, man, give this dude a second chance." Then you immediately go to, "Well, Big Pharma Miller." I'm like,
caught me off guard. But yeah, he got different type of punches that he throws. He don't have to just worry about one shot in there. He got a decent, right hand, a decent left hook. He throws uppercuts and he moves around good for a big man. You know what I'm saying? So he probably can emulate a style of a Dillian White with throwing different type of punches. So I'm not too mad at that. And I believe that, if he did his time, give him another chance. And if not, then he's banned. And I'm sure that the commission and everybody else will agree since they done gave him all these chances, even chances in other sports.
All right, TVE.
No, I'm actually excited for Big Pharma. Unlike G used to speak highly of Big Baby before he got popped. And then, G lost all respect for that man. But I want to see this man get his second chance at redemption. Or is it his third chance?
Exactly. Watch him out.
His third chance at redemption. And hopefully, I don't know if he's able to fight, but if they were able to put him as a replacement on the card, that would be dope too. I want to see if he's still what he got. He's been out of the ring for a while. Does he look like the old Big Baby, or is he just a shell of himself now? But he had so much potential. He blew the bag with AJ. Hopefully he just gets his second chance to make some money in this sport again.
Listen, it's clear what's happening. It's clear what's happening. Tyson Fury is spanking the babies. That's what's happening. He's spanking the babies. Now, listen, I told you, G, I had it on good authority that Tyson Fury watches us. And he heard you, and he heard Complex. Oh, Jarrell, Big Baby Anderson was giving him work and sparring and blah, blah, blah. And he heard those other channels saying that he was getting beat up by Jared Anderson. So he intentionally brought Jared Anderson back because I'm telling you, Fury probably thinks, is he the one telling him this? Like, what is going on? Fury brought him back in, put him on the undercard, and took him off. Put him on the undercard and took him off. Sent Jared Anderson back to America. And then, Fury, the mind games, he said, bring me the real Big Baby, Big Pharma, Jarrell Miller. So then he brought Jarrell Miller over there, and now he's taking pictures with Jarrell Miller like, he might spank him up too. But the point is, G, you and Complex, your big mouths, that's what got Jared Anderson beat up by Tyson Fury. Because y'all sat there and tried to, hype the boy up.
He's next up. Have faith.
He's next up. Yeah. Well, just know his time ain't now. His time ain't. Fury had to let him know. Your time ain't now. I can see Fury already. I already know what type of dude Fury is in sparring. Fury be jiving. Fury be messing around, trying stuff, and people think that they can beat him. I'm telling you, he sent for your man Jared Big Baby Anderson because he wanted to send him a message. And he kicked the snot out of him. Send him back to America. So then he brings in Jarrell Miller. Listen, with that being said, Why he brought him in? It's possible he thinks he can help. He was known to have a high punch output back when he was on the stuff. I don't know if he still has that punch output, but like Trill said, he does have skill and he can imitate and he can mimic. And so I'm sure he can come in there and mimic wild hooks and crazy stuff and uppercuts that Dillian White's going to try to throw. And maybe it's helpful, maybe it's not. But that's who he chose. Now, the fact that he was on the juice, he's just a sparring partner. You don't need your sparring partners to be clean. Your sparring partners can be on whatever they want. Who cares? Huh?
You sure? This dude throws like 300 punches around, bro. It's for a guy 300 plus pounds. That's abnormal.
But would that not be good preparation? If you think not,
it's good preparation, but that's also dangerous.
Well, Fury again. Some fighters believe you want camp to be harder than the fight, so you rather train hard so that the fight isn't as hard as you can. Now you don't want to be excessive with it. You don't want to go James Kirtland with it, right? But for the most part, like some people spar 4-minute rounds and rest for 30 seconds, right? That's harder than a fight. It's dangerous. Some people will every 3 rounds add a fresh body. Who knows what he thinks. But all I'm saying is he sees some value in him. Now you can't say because Jared Big Baby Miller popped twice or whatever, and Tyson Fury brings him in, that's going to make Tyson Fury a cheat. You know what that is? That's the type of thinking that leads to stereotypes, and that's the type of thinking that leads to like racism and all other types of things, right? Because one black kid in the hoodie does something stupid, now every black kid in the hoodie.
Horrible comparison.
Why?
He's the black kid in the hoodie that robbed somebody twice. You know what I'm saying? So the third time you're looking at him funny, like,
okay, cool, great. Now, okay, G. Now you went there. Great. Mm-hmm. How many of your friends have been locked up and been to jail for something crazy?
Actually, a few.
Exactly. How many times?
Now, how many times have you been locked up for anything?
Never. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you're with the kid who's been locked up twice and you're both wearing hoodies, people just supposed to assume that you because you with him that you done went to jail and you done had issues. Correction.
Again, poor comparison. If I'm Tyson Fury, I done already got locked up too with the boy. So me and a dude that's riding dirty is driving in a car. I have to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, G, I'll give you that.
The Boar Meat Chronicles, bro. This is dangerous.
All right, I'll give you that. But still, just because someone did something and you're with them doesn't mean that you're doing it. Or just because you both were criminals in the past, it doesn't mean that you're criminals now. I know so many people who were locked up for things and have gone on to become successful, become dudes. You never would believe that they were capable of committing the crimes that they did.
Yeah, so like girls that got horror friends. That don't necessarily mean that they're doesn't necessarily mean, but everybody know their friends that got some.
I won't call them the W word, but I would say are women who are promiscuous or had a few years where they were, exploring.
That don't mean her friend is the same way.
Women of leisure.
Like women of leisure, right? Yeah. So are women who were like exploring in their college days or whatever, got it out of their system. They go on and they get married. It don't mean now that they're gonna be doing what they used to do in college, right? Yeah, people change, man. People grow. People evolve, and so if you're gonna say that about Tyson Fury, fine. But let's not act like Dylan.
I could forgive Tyson Fury. That was one offense that we know of. The stuff that Big Baby was doing, bro.
He's bringing him in for sparring.
It's too much.
Well, hold on. Let me just finish real quick, because I'm gonna say this. At least we've seen Tyson Fury. Dillian White is also on the list of guys who tested positive for banned substances, and he blamed it on Jack 3D. but he also was suspended. So let's not act like Dillian White is some saint. So like you said, G, yeah, you put him, Big Baby, you put Dillian White, Tyson Fury, and Jared Big Baby Anderson in the room. The only difference is Jared Anderson popped positive twice while they only popped positive once. So they're all a bunch of cheats in one room.
Hold on.
Wait.
Within reason, though. It's always within reason.
Hold up.
Miller just did too much, bro. That's
all right. I feel you. Miller, hey, yo, it is what it is.
He tried to kill AJ, bro.
But that's he didn't get there. He ain't get there. So what we talking about? He ain't get there. All right, hold on. Listen to all I'm saying to you, though. Dillian White is a cheat, too, based on your standards and everyone on Twitter. This isn't my point of view. Mm-hmm. My point of view is, as long as you don't fail a drug test, who can say anything? That's my point of view, right? Like Fury popped positive, they got him. Big Baby popped positive, they got him. Dillian popped positive, they got him. AJ's never popped positive. So everyone with their juice accusations of AJ, you can have your suspicions, but he ain't never popped positive, so miss me with it. This is my same belief with Pacquiao. There's a lot of speculation around him. I personally think it's possible he may have, right? Anything's possible, but he's never failed. He's never popped positive. So what can I say? Lance Armstrong, I know he did. So that's what I'm getting at. Dillian White is popped positive, right? But Dillian White has been out of the eye of the public. Now, if Dillian White comes up on April 23rd and he has a six-pack, that's going to be more suspicious to me. That's going to be more suspicious to me than Tyson Fury and bringing in Dillian White and still coming in with the Homer Simpson gut in the ring. Come on now.
Well, I'll say this. I am consistent. If Miller was in Dillian White's training camp, I would be looking at Dillian funny too.
I'm already looking at Dillian funny.
Now, I haven't seen him yet.
I don't know what he's doing. And I don't know if they testing Dillian. I don't even know who can get to Dillian. I think the only person who can get to Dillian is his attorney and try to explain why he effed up and advised him to sign a contract, which if you advise someone to sign a contract, then as their lawyer, no one forced them to do it. But anyways, getting back to this, I'm saying this. You can't say because he brought Big Baby Miller in, and Big Baby Miller is known to be a cheater, that now he's cheating this camp. I just feel like, man, the Dillian White, we had the Wild Debts. We got to come up with something for the Dillian White fans now. They're approaching that time where they just being completely delusional. You know what I'm saying? Just like completely delusional. Nah, man, I don't see anything wrong with it. He
got the realest fans, I must say. Even Wilder fans wasn't going this far.
Yo, Dillian fans and Wilder fans, they starting to get.
I don't know. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Leaving it back.
That's all I'm saying.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We're the Boxing Bros. Just make sure you're clean. What
he got in him? What he got in him?
And for all we know, man, Big Baby's probably his drug dealer.
They may show up with a bag like this.
I'll say this. If he brings Pascal out here, then all bets are.
Pascal was another one. Extreme.
Yo, wait. All right. I know we just closed, but what about this? What if he brought Big Baby in to mess with Dillian's mind? Because they both popped positive around the same time, and they both were probably aware that each other were, doing something. So what if he brought Big Baby in there as a little?
That is,
and I'm just thinking too. Even if Big Baby's on something, you can't. Hey, that's good work. This is good. That's good sparring. You know what I'm saying? You got the price of look. You got two sparring partners for the price of one.
And you know that Dillian can't match that output if he's not on anything.
I'm disappointed in Big Pharma, man.